Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Sports Map Texans. That's where you get all of your Texans talk that you need anyway. The talk that you need is right here. So hit subscribe so you get all of our content right here. Man, this week, the McNairs, they got a fight on their hands amongst themselves. The brother, Kerry, the one we never hear about, he says that Janice McNair is incapacitated, thereby giving him control of her estate, including the Texans. We don't know what intentions Kerry would have for the Texans, but there's no doubt that the team is worth more now than it would have been a year ago. And what about the feelings now? How about fans are kind of concerned? Last year at this time, you'd have said, yes, please, Kerry, take it over and sell it. But fans don't want that now.
Pretty amazing, right? How much can change in 1 year? But it's also that be careful what you wish for. You know, that's what all Texans fans were wanting. Cal sell the team. We saw the signs at Texans games, and look how it's turned. But to be fair, they earned that reputation. There's a reason why they wanted ownership to change. The Easterby, Deshaun Watson, letting O'Brien run wild, the David Culley and, McCown and Lovie Smith. There's a lot of stuff that they did wrong, but to be fair, they've turned it around. D'Amico, that looks like a hit. Stroud, Will Anderson. I will say this. Remember the McNairs, they held Caserio accountable last year after the Lovie Smith firing. Remember that presser?
Yep.
So it looks like they're heading in the right direction.
Listen, it is different now. They don't look like a bunch of buffoons. This was the worst ownership in the league and maybe in one of the worst ownerships in all the sports over the last few years. I think Hannah, from what I understand behind the scenes, is that Hannah has taken a much bigger role, and I think that is a really, really good thing. But I could certainly see the McNairs going, wait a minute, Hannah, you're not a McNair. You're married to a McNair. We're going to let Hannah run what we built up over this time. I think that there's a fight here, and I certainly think that it could possibly get ugly. It's already getting public, and they want to. The thing this week was about the judge keeping everything secret so that the public wouldn't know about all of this and talking about stuff that we're talking about right now. But do you think that that right now, the way it is, would you prefer this over them selling the team, having Hannah having such a big part, and the way Cal has handled it, that this ownership in place now is the way you'd rather go?
We have to be impressed with the trajectory of the team right now. There's no doubt about that. Look at the turnaround from last year to this year. I mean, you have to give them credit for that. But there is some recency bias, maybe prisoner of the moment. It was on Cal's watch that they were the laughing stock of the league. Yep. So, but also nothing lasts forever. What happens when D'Amico and or Caserio are gone? Do we trust Cal to go hire the right people? Does it go back to the way it was? My biggest concern is what happens if Hannah, for whatever reason, isn't involved in this anymore? Does it go back in the toilet? So that's something I'm thinking about. Plus, Mulugeta is Stroud's agent. He's not afraid to push his player out of a bad situation.
Yep.
CJ seems to like the McNairs, so I don't want to rock the boat.
Listen, it's the devil you don't know. And I see what's going on in Carolina, and I don't want any part of that. I don't want Daniel Snyder. I don't want David Tepper. I don't want any bad owner in here. The Texans were as bad as any ownership, but it's better now. It's much better. And here's what I like about it is they stay out of the way. Mm-hmm. They know what they don't know. Okay, Hannah can be running around making videos, high-fiving everybody after a win. I love that. But don't tell Nick Caserio what to do, Jerry Jones. Don't tell. I don't want them to be involved. And right now it looks like they're letting football people do football things. Let's keep it this way. Kerry, stay out of this one. Stay out of this one. We like the way it's going right now.